Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today, we are going to do a few quests. One, we're going to go revisit the bunker door. Now, I believe my resources, I do have, it might be under special items. Yeah, I do have one power cell. Now, I'm missing, I think I need two, but I want to go and see if I put one in, if I can put one in, that it doesn't tell me where the other one is. Because it seems that our quest is telling us to go back there with the power cell that we have. I thought we needed two. Maybe we only needed one. Maybe I can go get that suit. Next item on the list. Let's go, yeah, quests. What I'd like to do, I think I was really wrong about the deep secrets of Earth and what Silen was telling me about, there's no turning back. I think what he meant was make sure you have all the gear you have. You're not going to be able to go back and get more if you need to. So we were pretty well equipped at the time, but we'll probably get into this next. We'll go and do it, what I'm saying. We could go talk to Nill, which... Where's Nill? It said, show me on your map. Right here. I guess we could go maybe here first, talk to Nill. This is going to be a farewell. We have a campfire right here, so let's go do that first. Let's then go to the bunker, see if we can use the power cell and get in there. I think we need two, but I might be wrong. And then we are going to head and do the main quest. How's that sound? Also, someone mentioned that the flowers, the metal flowers that we've been picking up, there's actually text to them. So if we go into the notebook under collectibles, and you can see also we have all the mugs. So we can go in there and get I think they're just like, that vendor gives us just a bunch of loot crates, I guess you want to call it. We can go grab that. We have two sets of Banuk. We only have one more figurine to grab. We do have a lot of flowers to still pick up, as well as do a lot of vantage points. But if you look at these and we click on them, I think it tells a little story. So this says, light of the moon moves west. Flowers, shadows, creep eastward. Now, I'm hoping I'm reading these in the right... Yeah, so it's A, B, C, D... Okay, and then on. Evening wind. Water laps. The Huron's legs. Say hero's legs? No, Huron's legs. Lightning flash. What I thought were faces are plums of Ampa's grass. Orchard breathing incense into butterfly wings. Summer grasses, all that remains of soldiers' dreams. When this pine sapling grows to flower, who will be there? Sharing tree shade with the butterfly, friends in a previous life. Watching the river through the window of trees, spring rain falls. From the mind of a single long vine, 100 opening lives. To tangle or untangle the willow, it's up to the wind. And I don't know, like, if I wrote that down, maybe it had some kind of significance, but the Banuk. Upon this peak, I name you my son, that what I could not do before my exile. Signac, chieftain of my Wirek. Thought your blood was his, but the truth was clear as the color of the sky, painted in your eyes and mine, as I wandered alone in this foreign land, in this Signac's death that wounds me, nor the memory of Illy, your mother, nor even the loss of snow. Sheaves ban your my home, But instead of the silence that lay between us, who should have been father and son? I paint my mark here for you and leave you with this offering, though I will never touch the warmth of your hands. I'm guessing it didn't turn out very good. So these are maybe dedications to loved ones that have been lost. Hektuk. As the months of my exile turn to years, I have thought long about what kept me from claiming you. Such a call should only be settled in blood. By the death of the Signet, our chieftain, or my own. It is true I fear this battle, in his strength, but not as much as I fear its aftermath. The eyes of Illy, your mother, distant and dead. As they beheld the corpse of her mate, this I could not bear. So I remained silent, ashamed, but fate is cold and cruel, and my fears come to pass despite me. I paint this mark in sorrow and leave you this offering, though it will never touch the warmth of your hands. So this must be all from the same individual. Hektuk. Hektuk. In my exile, I have often envisioned your eyes, wide and blue, and dumbstruck. Sorry, not drumstuck. As the body of Signet, our chieftain, was laid before you, Warwick saw how I looked at his mate, Iliad, your mother. To them, my guilt was as plain and sharp as the crack of the spring ice. As they stripped me bare and left me to die on the glacier, the warmth of life departed me, but not the bitter will to hunt, to strive, or to survive. Perhaps to prove I need no one, least of all those who wronged me. I am only at peace when I paint my markings and craft these offerings to you, though you will never touch the warmth of your hand. Hektuk. There is much I would confess to you, but one thing I cannot. I did not kill Signet, our chieftain, who claimed to be your father. That night, I was alone in my tent, drunk with cold wine, dreaming as I always did, of Illy, your mother, and her sunset smile. You will never hear my testament, and my offering will never touch the warmth of your hand, but I paint my mark in the light of truth. I know what I am guilty of, and what I am not. Hope against hope, that in your heart you know the same. Okay, I cannot confess. The last one we have, Hektuk, sorry. Falsely accused, exiled, starving and cold. I faltered. This I confess. As the death chills overcome me, I lost will and purpose, and felt the bottomless falseness of fate. But then a vision. I saw in my mind's eye an endless white plain, with only a single figure, waiting. It was you, and I knew, in death, if not in life, I would see you again. When the chills faded, I rose anew a hope. I paint my mark here for you, anticipation of your meeting, and leave you this offering, though it will never touch your warmth. So we need to find that other one there. I'm sure these cups... Nope, these cups don't have anything. So we could go turn that in Meridian as well. Let's go talk to Nill. You guys are new here. Make sure you subscribe as well. Hit that bell notification. Go check out the Skyrim series that's going on as well. I'm standing on the fire. Fantastic. There he is. Let me just...
Save these for the trail.
He must have did some murdering up here. Okay, let's talk to him.
No. I did wonder on my way here. Well, if you were luring me into an ambush.
Where's the fun in that? Some bandit sprawl would never have done for our arena. But this, much better. There's a sense of drama. So, what do you say? How
What?
about we try to kill each other?
Wait.
Wait. You brought me out here to ask if I want to fight you?
To the death. We'll savor it because we only get this one time.
Actually, I don't know what else I expected.
I'm gonna decline. I mean, I understand where he's some like warrior killer, but I'm not going to.
I'm, flattered that you think of me this way, but I don't want to kill you.
Don't be hasty. When it's life against death, hunter against hunter, I know it'll come to you.
Is that really what you want, Nill? You know, I don't think you have a death wish. What you have might be worse, but I see there might be a need for you in this world.
I don't understand.
I won't fight you. That's my decision. You can respect it, or try to shoot me in the back as I go.
Then it's over. Your last arrow was the cruelest.
Yep. I think that's a good decision. I know. It was fun. Even though he's kind of like a murderous psychopath. I don't think it's up to us.
I'll tuck that away.
I'm just looking to see if, yep, right here. All right, let's move on. Let's go down and where is that? Real quick. Where's that other Badnook? Right here. That actually might not be too bad to get. We can finish that off. Let's head on down there. There. Uh-oh, I unchecked it. Let's see. It says use or find a use for the power cell. Investigate the bunker. So I'm hoping. I'm wondering if I should come from this direction. I'm hoping we'll be good. I don't know. For some reason, I have 2 in my brain. I'm probably wrong. It's been a while since we've been over here. Might as well. Oh, I guess we need a help. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, jeez. You guys cool? Nope. There we go. I forgot that I have that attack from above.
For the fallen.
You guys alright? Alright, perfect. I'm gonna pick up my loot. Darn bandits. What the? Did this just come over here and die? Good boar, thank you. That's a good boar. I'm looking for... Whoa. What the... What's going on here? Why is there so many fights? Did I just shoot her? Oh, I can just run up to these things and just...
Face for brave, aim true.
Got your back, guys. What is all the fighting? This is non-stop fighting. Oh yeah, we got some turkey bones. In. Been so long since we've been down here. Here we go. Whoa! Dolphin. I'm a dolphin, apparently. Oh yeah, I only need one.
It's two. It's some kind of code.
Okay.
Maybe there's a clue nearby.
1200, 1500, 1800. Is that maybe... I don't know if that
I
helps.
think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time.
Right. So 12 o'clock. So 15.
Maybe there's some more information nearby. Something that will tell me how this works.
I'm being like 24 or 21 would be like up, right? It would be 24 would be the top. 12 would be... Oh, I don't... I'm not sure, actually. So it says 12, 15, 18, 21.
Looks like each dial has a 4 position. Maybe if I get each dial in the right position.
Now, does it tell me if I have in the correct position? No. See, I don't use clocks in this in the 1500 or 1200. So 1200 would be noon, wouldn't it be? So it'd be straight up. Okay, 1500 would be... Okay, 1500 would be there. Oops. 1800 would be... 2100. Something like that. And then 000. I'm gonna have to look up clocks in these hours. So just give me a second here. I gotta look this up. Okay, I don't think that helps. Maybe these are positions that we can try. So like 1, 2 position, 0, 0. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dials, and this is only 4. All right, let's look around. Maybe there's something in here. There's something over there. It's almost like the same.
These numbers. They must be related to segments of a circle.
Wait, how can I can't get on the other side though. All right, I'm gonna mess around with this, and I'll bring you back in once I've got this kind of figured out. I'm guessing this can't be it. I mean, there's 5 numbers there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But like 1200, if she says time, that'd be 1200, right? And then 1500 would be in that position, I think. 18 would be probably down. 21. Well, let's try this. Would be there. Oh!
Now to check the door.
We got it. I was right.
Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism. Release the clamps.
Holy crap. Alright, let's read this real quick. Or listen, let's read it. So, from Major Jaro, or Garo, to General Aaron Series. Ultra Weave Progressive. General, you want it fast, cheap, and good, and that's what's going to be delivered. By using flexible nanofiber weave instead of plating, enhancing protection with the 400 EV hard light micro projector, we've reduced our testing cycle from weeks to days, and I'm confident that we can get the suit out by next month with enough productivity or production to cover dozens of elite units at least. Better yet, it will be half the weight, half the cost, and offer twice the mobility. All we need is the balance of our funding. A few more techs and another experienced test subject. I know resources are stretched, but to the breaking point. But any more delays will jeopardize the schedule. So please advise ASAP. May God be with you and Jane in these dark times. Semper Fi, Major Aro. So we need to unlock that. We got some goodies in this supply crate. That one. And I'm guessing what we were scanning over here.
Just need to install these power cells. That should do it.
Oh, I don't... What power cells? I don't have any more power cells. So it says restore... Oh, there's other levels to this place? No. Alright, so it's saying I need... power cells. But I don't have any more power cells. Dang, I thought I was getting the suit. Alright, let's look at the quest real fast. Gather 3 power cells. Okay. And if I look at the map, it doesn't show where they're located either. And I don't think they're down here at all. Shoot. All right, well, I guess we're gonna have to wait. And like, there's nothing in here, is there? No. Darn. Okay, we'll just keep an eye out for more power cells then. At least we have the next quest. Oh, can I just fast travel out of here? Let's go do our main quest here. We're going underground. We should have everything we need. Good is the question. Oh, I love that I'm getting out of water. What's the best way? Yeah, I gotta go up first. Let me grab a save quick.
It makes me homesick. What are the Carja without a sun?
We have a bunch of wire as well. I made sure to do that before the start of the episode, so we'll have plenty of wire for our weapons.
I'll come back later. That woman said to meet her at a green tent down in the camp. Might be worth a visit.
The what? I don't understand. Oh, don't fall. Okay. Let's do this.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you'll have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Oh boy.
I understand. So by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Well, we're gonna probably have the Shadow Carja on us.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Whoa.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Alright, we got a data pad here. I hate when it moves off of it. Alright, can I rescan it? So, another incident is what it's called. Another incident right here. Lounge staff to admin. Another incident. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popo Beach is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as a staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translator fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. Okay, there's another data pad over here. Okay, this one needs we need support too. Reception staff to admin, we need support too. Reception staff continue to require additional support managing ZD Zero Dawn candidates when they arrived at the facility. Many are frightened or confused. Some are high agitation or agitated. These are not the sort of people who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At a minimum, we need human translators. A language or a langbot are not sufficient. The mild sedatives for extreme cases and any and all support would have been welcomed. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these emails. So they kept on emailing saying, come on guys, we need help. But for some reason they're bringing people in here. So what are they bringing people in here for?
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
Like, are they... They're bringing people in for something. Soundproofing. Lounge staff to admin. Soundproofing. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation. The ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn. Just a thought. Why are they crying and sobbing? Okay, let's go check this room. Restock or else. Lounge staff to admin. Restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Respond, please. And this time, no tempest in a teapot or steep demand. Jokes, okay? Oh, boy.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Okay, so they were processing probably maybe some uppity ups. We can't. I don't think we can go that way.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super-weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Interesting. Whoa.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Ah. Okay, we have...
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Oh, come on. Really?
Oh, son, Gaia,
Oh,
to my
jeez.
foe. Let no...
We're too close to let tribal crypto stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
Alright, there's some more data pads to review. Oops.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist.
Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Alright, let's read this one. For debriefing for presentation 1, candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given necessary time to fully absorb the information they are receiving, or they received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. That assumes silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with the data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm, Addendum B, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbit, lunar, or undersea structures. Addenda C1, C2, and C3, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. Candidate asks for a time alone to review supplementary information. Allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so that candidates can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to presentation 2 if you can believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that the real-time support will be available via their focus, security, and medical crisis team are data corrupted. So these were the individuals that are coming in here to help with the Zero Dawn.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we could negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Wow.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage we're talking, a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
So they're building a rocket to get off. Oh, I didn't. No, don't climb up there.
That is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them.
Not just people. All organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That asshole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pike wants a word. Now, get off! Get off!
Holy.
Doctor, please, you get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Holy crap. Are these the people that they're... like the brightest minds?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
What
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Whoa, that guy's messed up.
You previously worked for Pharaoh Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Wow.
I think there is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things? I know that there's already a lot to take in. In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die? We're going to be able to answer some of these questions. I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me. You were brought here because of your skill set. No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Basically just grabbing all the kind of a diversity of minds, right? Information we'll have, skills.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo. The vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp.
This is insane.
If we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Wow.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Now let's do this. Oh, we got some more. Make your selection. You are now in possession of information regarding the true nature and the purpose of Project Zero Dawn. Classified far above top secret, as such, we regard you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available for you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. Participation. You'll be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You'll be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with your family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. On successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family or 2 persons of your choosing will be transferred to Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Indefinite detention. You should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you'll be confined indefinitely. You'll be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you'll not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Faro Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. 48-hour waiting period is required, during which you may instead opt to participate or confinement. Please notify the counselor when you are ready to make your choice, or if you have any questions. Holy crap. They aren't messing around. For debriefing after presentation 2, it is vitally important that candidates choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion and without value judgment on the part of the counselor. Confirm for candidates that they are selected due to their skill sets and their accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chance of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection. Validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses. Emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just humanity, but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespan and those of loved ones beyond Zero Dawn. Validate their hesitation. Acknowledge that while the reward of Elysium is not fair, it'll be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings towards greater commitment to the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Soviet's presentation as many times as they wish, and allow access to supplemental article GO1 through P20. Allow them to suspend their suspend the interview to fully process this documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It is important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48 hours waiting period during which counselors will be available to discuss their decision. Emphasize that the euthanasia will not occur without repeat consent. When the procedure is scheduled to take place, no one will be euthanized against her or his will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which decisions are corrupted. Wow. So these people had to make just massive decisions.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. A better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. Isn't it just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom? I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this, but the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You'd grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized.
Oh, wow.
A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Jeez. That's heavy.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Oh. What would you do in that situation? Freak out too, right? Oh, what do we have? Oh, that's the weapon. Oh, standard shackles. I don't know what's in here. And why I can get in here, but... Is there something I can jump on? Can I jump up there? No. No clue. Didn't see any more data pads, so we can get moving here.
Keep that for later.
Alright guys, we're gonna do a second part here, so look for the second part of Deep Secrets of the Earth. Thanks for watching.